That was fast, Suden. Are we staying on call like this or swapping to Discord?
Up to you.
Discord's easier.
Huh?
Discord sounds better.
Not joke anymore.
Sorry, I still had stuff on my phone. I am doing okay. Thank you for the lurk, Jorak. Hello, Goldhair. So, I ended up going to the physical therapist today, and he seems genuinely knowledgeable, understood all of my concerns, did a lot more thorough evaluation than any of the others so far. So I am cautiously optimistic. Campo says hi to you.
Yeah, no.
Hello, Robbed. Hello, Campo. I think I'm caught up with everyone. Did you guys see the announcements that there's going to be a new Nightwave soon? We actually got a date. Hello, Markoth. August 12th, for anyone that didn't know. The day after the Grounded update. You remember the TennoCon announcement was so cool. Well, they announced that there's like an actual date for it now.
Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one.
Hello, Malchior. No, I did not get to listen to your song yet. I literally saw that and was already starting to head home, so.
Power and authority. The Corpus have continued to refine their most lethal security proxy, the Jackal.
And then I wasn't sure if he wanted me to play it on stream, so I was like, I'll wait. I didn't want to listen to it while driving and not be able to pay enough attention. Speaking of driving, I dodged it, but good God, there was the smallest little baby bunny. And it was right in my lane. Thankfully, I had just slowed down from the curve, because I knew that that curve was a little bit sharp. And so I had just slowed down before that, and I was able to stop in time, and I looped back around to make sure, and there was no remnants of a bunny, so I think I'm safe. It was so little, too. It was like maybe two of my fists put together. Like, it was just a little thing. Barely should have been on its own. I had some ideas for the D&D game, thought you'd see which sounded most interesting to you. First is a good learning adventure about making beer. The second is Weekend at Strahd's, which is like Weekend at Bernie's, but with a vampire lord and so many 80s references. And the third is a prequel to one of your favorite adventures. That one has a singing dragon for context of silliness level. But this one wouldn't. I mean, the second one sounds the most interesting. Is this something that I would be doing by myself, or that other people would be joining in Discord, and we're gonna have to, like, figure that out. All of them will be silly and fun since that's the only way I run D&D. Want a group of how many? Because I'm gonna want an actual plan.
A group of what?
Just from my end. To play D&D for the first time.
Huh?
You're welcome to.
Hell no.
Overdrive presets.
You don't want to even try it?
Oh, I tried it many years ago.
Yeah, but it's different depending on, like, who you're playing with.
Nope.
Watch your angles, Tenno. You're running out of cover.
3 to 5 plus DM. Well, I didn't know if he was, like, planning it for something bigger or not as big. I wasn't sure. This is a no Banshee stream. Banshee still has charity forma, and I have a tendency to not do what I'm supposed to and slack off and be like, I'll do it later. No, I need to get it done. We're almost there anyway. I'm trying really, really hard to get all of the stuff that I'm doing on track. It's just not easy for me. Good morning, Koval. Generally 5 to 6 players. Okay. The good thing is I have all kinds of pretty dice. I really want to reset again. Thank you.
Critically damaged. Finish it off.
Weekend and Straws uses characters that you made based on Mystery Inc. from Scooby-Doo. Plus, you can have one extra character playing Strahd.
Will not go unpunished.
Well, Kempo's a veteran. He literally does this at conventions and stuff and teaches new players, so that's why I'm not too worried when it comes to maybe pushing the envelope a little bit.
Was greater. This is good.
The VTT takes care of rolling the dice for you, but I do set up 3D dice. Oh. Well, that's fine. I just wanted to use for my pretty fancy dice. I have such a fun dice collection that I never use. I appreciate the offer, Markoth. I'll probably leave it to Kempo this time, but if it goes over well, I don't mind doing future rounds. That is one of the reasons why I was asking how many people, Malchior, because I would be picking people who grasp things quickly. Or have already played before. Just a normal Banshee.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Is anybody else? Also, hi, Makiron. I see you. E-girl, thank you for the lurk.
What is happening to the tram? Investigate! Investigate now!
If you're going for silly, I have a couple of funny characters. One is a ferret or warlock. Another is a sentient hat piloting a mannequin. Foundry automates a decent amount, and I literally have run hundreds of learn to pay sessions at conventions.
So far, so good. Keep moving the tram toward extraction.
I'd be using pregen so we don't have to get into character creation. Yeah, I think maybe just having one night before the Warframe update so I can kind of have... I mean, I get the concept anyway. It doesn't seem like a very hard thing to grasp. Because I've watched stuff about it. Just never sat there and actually listened to the rules.
We're making solid progress.
It honestly wouldn't be a bad idea to not stream it, but maybe record, and everyone who's in the Discord understands that it would be a recorded thing that I could post later. And use it as maybe, like, content so, like, people can understand beginners playing just before the Warframe update goes live. We'll see. Because then you can edit it, or I can. That's what I mean. Like, I'm wondering if... Because I don't want to do it live if there's going to be a lot of people in the voice call. Just because it risks too much chaos, especially if it's just individuals from chat and stuff like that. If it's not specifically other streamers or my mods. So... But obviously, everybody would have to be cool with it being recorded. Your game is almost certainly the best for learning. Okay. That's fine then. If you think it would make for the best... Oh, that's weird. Weird thing with my voice there. If you think it would be the best for, like, maybe making that type of content and posting it as, like, a way to get into D&D before the Frontiers thing. Even though I have a feeling the Frontiers is probably going to be very straightforward, since it's part of, like, the KIM system.
Carl, that kills people.
Hello, Big Mac. It was great ever teaching the game in PAX in 2017. Is that something you would be comfortable with me posting online? Because I know that that kind of stuff can be very personal. Hello, Snipclob. How are you?
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths.
I feel I feel like I should tease and just call you Snipchap again. But I think Snipclop is funny. I don't mind as long as you and the other players don't. Because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Like, if you'd rather this just be, like, a more private, one-off learning thing, like, that's completely understandable. I just want to know so I can start to plan. And it's fine if you end up changing your mind. Not run digital games, I'm used to having to pass around a rule book every time someone uses something new. But if you have a system that automates a good amount of that, it's probably easier. I'm really trying to look at making content for the other platforms. I have to. There's no dragging my feet about it anymore. Food. It's a weird looking badge, Willow. Where'd you get that? That says... This badge was earned by being a founding member of the Twitch Moderator Club for Mod Appreciation Day. Interesting.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
That's why recording would be best. Sometimes shit slips out and being able to trim out side chatter would be good. No, that would be the way regardless. It's just whether we only do it as a Discord thing with no recording and no one ever sees it, or a Discord thing where it gets recorded, edited, and put up on a platform. Hello, Prophet. We're talking about me learning D&D for the first time.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Only I cannot go that direction.
The
Can it was being dumb.
Information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Hello, Cyan. If you want, with Discord, I can run separate audio capture of each person in call. So post-edit, people can be trimmed to make sure the specific speakers are clear. That seems like a lot of work. There's a way to do that?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Well, if you are willing to help, I would appreciate it. This is one of those things where I need to relinquish control. I don't like doing that. I prefer to be in control, but I have no more of me that can spread any thinner across all of the aspects of life, so I'm gonna take on new projects. I have to be willing to accept help.
It is done, Tenno.
You're still in control, just managing instead of doing yourself. Say what you want and who you want to do it, and let them. And if you don't like the result, it doesn't ever see the light of day, and then you don't have to spend time and mental energy on the task itself. Delegation. I mean, that is a good way of trying to reframe the mindset. I don't know. I like the pride in knowing that I did the thing, but I don't have any more of me to do the things. I'm barely able to get my regular stuff done right now. And now I just threw physical therapy in the mix. Yay. They want to see me for 10 weeks. Yes, delegation. Did you learn nothing from Fortuna? We all live together. But this makes me feel like I'm the Nefano in the situation. You guys would all be lifting together, and I just go, more content, and then that, yeah. Don't be a snot. But I'm funny. It's not a bad thing to know your limits and accept help. Yeah, I'm learning that. I don't like it, though. It's weird. But there's not much else of a choice. Unless I want to go back to a conventional job. And that sounds like torture. So I'm good on that front. I don't want to work or do anything else. I like content creation. And I would also like to get to a point where I don't feel like I have to stream. Because that's not a fun feeling. When there's days where I just don't want to, but I'm like, I have to. You thought that too? What you learned from Fortuna is there's one guy that gets all the money and the others do the job.
A valuable lesson.
Void readings are normal. This place is like an embassy, playing host to misfit realities that were never chosen.
$32. $34.
Yes. Goodbye for now.
Hello, Sandy. No, but I did message my landlord today because guess what? I had no water in my shower. None. I turned both hot and cold all the way up, and I could only get some water to come out the bottom part, and even when I pulled the little pluggy thing that's supposed to make the water force into the shower head, nothing. Nothing at all. So that was fun when I woke up this morning. It came back, but it came back on too late for me to be able to take a shower, so. Yes, though recently I found her weakness is blaming her not taking help as the same as rejecting and insulting the person offering, which makes her feel bad and maybe even accept the help. I don't like when other people are sad, especially if it's my fault. In any capacity. So I think that's the loophole. I know my own loopholes for, like, certain situations. I don't want to do the thing for myself, but if somebody needs me to do the thing for them, it is much easier. I'm gonna cry in my cup if you don't let me edit videos for you. I don't like that. Okay, then. How do we make it happen? It's like when your grandma gives you money for no reason, at a certain point, refusing it just makes her sad. Yep, I learned that with my meme. My mom would still refuse the money from her, and then meme would give it to me, and I had to put it in mom's purse later on in the day. I miss her. She was an awesome person.
Prepare for life support.
She was one of those individuals, granted, you know, she was my mom's stepdad's part of the family, so it's like extended, and I didn't get to see her all the time. We did for a while because my mom would be the one to, like, take her to her doctor's appointments and her hair appointments and stuff like that, but, she found out that I thought bookmarks were cool, and, like, I had a collection of, like, interesting bookmarks. And she went out of her way to save every single bookmark she could find. She would get stuff in the mail, and a lot of them were, like, religious stuff, because there were, like, religious pamphlets that would get sent, and they would have, you know, bookmarks in them. But she had a dish at her house dedicated just to me with a stack of bookmarks in it, so that anytime I came over when I was younger, there would be bookmarks waiting for me. I don't think I've ever told that story on stream. It's been a long time since I've thought about that. She was one of those people that you couldn't hate at all. She was just too nice to everybody. But then also, had like a really good sense of humor. My extended family on that side did a Christmas thing every year, so that one of the great aunts and uncles would start picking names out of a hat, and everybody got a name of one of the grandkids, basically until people were like 15 or 16. They said they were just going to keep, you know, picking names, and we would each get a Christmas gift or two from whoever pulled our names out of the hat, just so that, you know, extended family and whatnot. They wanted to stop doing that when we were like 14 or 15 years old, but all the other little kids would still get stuff. And so my meme made sure that whoever's names were no longer in the pool for presents, at least still got PJs every year. And I really appreciated her for the fact that she made sure that all of the grandkids and great-grandkids were included. More specifically, the great-grandkids, but the fact that she made sure by herself on her fixed income that everybody was included. And I still have the PJs because I refuse. I don't care. I don't care how much they start to fall apart. I refuse to get rid of them. I had to for one of the pairs because they were real bad, but I still have a part of the sets, so. So we have to guilt trip her in a way for her to accept the help. No, because then this is a logic loophole, because now if I know you people are just going to make me feel like that you feel sad, I don't want you to have to go out of your way to trick me into accepting help. That seems ridiculous.
Extraction is available if you need it.
There's the sweetest goddamn series of stories you've ever heard. Yeah, she was amazing. I loved her so much. We're gonna stop caring that people are sad. No! No, I meant that I'm going to maybe stop fighting the process from the get-go and just accept more when people offer, so that people don't have to go through and jump through hoops to pretend that they're going to be sad if I don't accept their help.
They fought well.
Are you gonna do that? Well, I definitely can't stop caring. That part is like ingrained in my system. But yeah, my meme was awesome. She was one of those people that it also helped that my mom didn't have a single bad thing to say about her, so it was always like happy, good times. She honestly, she reminds me a lot of Joe's mom. But she was one of those people where if you're part of the family, you're part of the family. It doesn't matter if you got married in, adopted, it doesn't matter. You are accepted from the get-go. And she didn't look at anybody differently. And you could feel it. That I wasn't her son's step-grandkid. I was just one of her great-grandkids. It didn't matter to her. And some people, it matters, and to her, it was just like, nope. Adopted, step, whatever it is, you're here, you're family. What do I have left? 26. Mobile defense might do it. Yeah, more incentive for guilt tripping guys. She said she'd just give it right away. Maybe not give in. I'm still gonna push back because I still don't like it, but like, not push back as much. I don't know. I prefer to take other people's situations that I've made up for them in my head into account. I mean, like, but they're also busy and they also have things. And if they accept a task, then I'm putting a burden on them. And I'm like, I don't know why I do this. I assume that I know more about someone's life than they do. And what they are capable of taking on. I don't know.
There's a heavy unit approaching. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open.
She was basically free advertisement for Olive Garden when you're your family. Yeah. Well, she was a really, really amazing person, and it has definitely not been the same on that side of my family since she's been gone. Everybody stayed together just a little bit longer before they were gonna move, just for her. And it was really hard when she got sick. And then after she passed, it's like, the family parties aren't the same. It just doesn't, I don't know. You can feel her missing. There's a few people who have passed since then, too. It kind of was like a domino effect. And we, as a family, lost 3 people in, like what really felt like almost back to back. And then we've lost my great uncle since then, and everything as well. One of my cousins, who I am now unfortunately quite a bit older than when he had passed. He was only 24 when he overdosed. He basically partied really hard, and he wasn't going to live much longer anyway, so he kind of just partied it out with friends. That one really hurt. That was really, really hard because he was only a few years older than me. And it was really tough when I turned 24 because it's like, shit, I'm his age now. It was weird. So we had lost my meme, him, and one of my great aunts, which would have been his grandmother. It was my meme's second youngest? One of the middle children. She had 7 kids. So, it's a lot.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
She never got her license, never drove a day in her life. I thought that was pretty cool. Hello, Darker Zero. Hello, Christopher. Christopher says hello.
No. Oh.
Nope, nope, nope. Can't do grandma stories right now. Unity lurking. Sorry. I can move on. Somebody tell them I'll move on. If it's too much, if they're in through the thick of it.
Exhausted for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something in the air because my whole body is tired. Maybe you're still recovering from the other night.
Well, I mean, pain is still there. It's never went away.
Yeah, so maybe it's just from that.
I'm like fucking passing out. It's only 12:30.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to chronic pain.
No. Welcome to nothing. I will be getting rid of it.
Mm-hmm. I hope you do. I hope this is one of those easy cause and effect. You find out what's causing it and you fix the effect.
I don't even care if they have to liquefy the muscle.
Really?
Yes, that's a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, they take a tiny little like needle thing and vibrate the fuck out of it inside you, and it liquefies the muscle.
Okay, well then what happens after that? You just don't have a muscle there, or how does it... I don't understand, like...
Just grow it again.
Silence does not want to die this time, sir. Bone Crusher says, I want to be liquefied. You're such a weird dude. Oh, man. I have to drop here since I have to get ready for bed. Have a good night, Kira and Joe. Thanks for stream. Good night, Kempo.
Drop me in
See ya.
and defend our position.
No, nothing has worked for him. He's tried tramadols, he's tried the Tiger Balm stuff, the patches.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
I haven't used the Tiger Bomb patch yet.
No, the Tiger Balm, though. And then you've used the lidocaine patches.
Yeah.
He's tried 800 ibuprofen all in one go, like 800 milligrams.
Therapy, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Because I think it's a kidney stone.
Fucking Edric even checked me out, and he's like, I don't know why you're in pain.
Yeah, he's like, you have no weaknesses. I know.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, because
I
you're a
knew
god.
that. No, because I worked out.
I know. Which is why I don't think it's muscular. It's not a... That's not the issue.
It's gotta be like a really deep one or something.
I think it's the kidney stone.
The odds were
I
against
put
us.
$100 on it.
Mission
Not the
complete.
kidney stone.
I'm detecting a
Really? Because nothing else
Oh.
explains it.
It's the Grenier.
Huh?
It hasn't grown, it hasn't moved.
You don't know that. You haven't had recent
I
imaging.
had it checked.
When?
It was like a couple months ago. And before that, I had it checked for like
Yeah.
8 months or some
But did
shit.
they
I
check
don't know.
it while you were in pain?
No.
Exactly.
But it hasn't grown. It hasn't moved.
I think
Strike.
it keeps dislodging.
The lesson ends.
And then
Gotcha.
going back into its little pocket that it's made for itself. And that's why you keep having varying pain.
Don't think so.
I
But
would
we'll find out when
put goddamn
9/9 comes
on
up.
it. I
Unless it comes up. Unless I can get it earlier.
I would put money on it. Nothing else. I said I would put money on it because nothing else seems to make sense at this point. I know a small dose of DMT would make it go away for a bit, but that's not really a solution. DMT. That a hallucinogenic?
Probably weed.
I make perfect sense, Bone.
Your Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
People talk about kidney stones shifting all the time.
I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
Dimethyltryptamine?
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
What does it do?
We have got to find a terminal.
Huh?
I'm asking Malkior.
Prepare.
So what?
He wrote out the full name of the thing, and now I'm asking what DMT does. I don't know. Produces rapid, profound, and brief alterations in perception. So hallucinogenic. Called it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Sounds like Hemia's gonna win some money on your stones. That's what I think it is. And if I'm right, it's a really easy fix. They just force you to pass the kidney stone. Or they go in and get it. Are they really hallucinations? You're having alterations in your perception of things. That is a hallucination.
Upload me and prepare to defend.
That's a kidney stone, alright. He has one on that side, but it's small, and the doctors don't think it's a big deal, but it's literally the same side as the pain. He's getting pain in his lower back on that side, instead of in the front, which is something that can happen.
Defeat the corrupted. Use their reactant.
It's varying, happens randomly, and sometimes it's so bad that he can't sleep, and at 6 o'clock in the morning, we have to drive all the way to urgent care. And the first time he threw up.
Still working on it.
Those are all of his symptoms. And then we did find out that there is a kidney stone on that side. And his doctor just thinks, it's fine. It can't possibly be that that's causing all this pain. Because it hasn't moved and hasn't changed size. And I'm like, but you're only seeing it when it's in the little spot that's not causing him pain. And if they're not checking the imaging while he's in pain, then they can't say whether or not the thing has ever moved.
Stay focused.
Joms.
Unit
That's
approaching.
terrible.
Terminal hacked.
Well, there's no such thing as a kidney stone that isn't a big deal. Yeah. I need to find a doctor for my back. It's been messed up for months. Ugh. Do you have an injury, or is it just, like, chronic, random bullshit? There's a kidney stone that you pass, and there's a kidney stone that you can't, and they all suck.
Location reached.
Yeah, well.
Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
I just don't think that low-grade narcotics barely touching something is muscular when you don't have a weakness in your muscles. So the fact that they made you go through all of those hoops in the first place and won't just give you an MRI drives me insane. This has been going on for over a year.
The back pain?
Yes.
I think it's 2 now.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I know it's been well over a year because you had the issues going up to Canada last year. Because it started to flare up as we were driving.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't the full
I
back
don't
pain,
know.
but you were having back pain about the 8-hour mark.
I was having this normal pain.
We are finished
Yeah.
here.
My normal back
Your
pain.
normal back pain that you didn't want to turn into anything else.
Discomfort.
Kira's so excited for the Banshee rework. She's currently playing her. I'm not excited for, well, I am excited for the Banshee rework, but that's not why I'm playing her. I'm playing her because of the charity stream.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready.
Not
to
sure you've
defend.
been working for UPS 24 years. Working for UPS for 24 years.
This will take a moment.
Do y'all not drink water? It doesn't matter. People can be genetically predisposed to it. Which sounds like the case because you said your dad and your sister got them.
It's going down, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for Joe, it will make the pain go away for a bit, but if the pain is psychosomatic, it may be enough to reset the nerve connection to his
Continue to
brain.
defend.
That sounds like a risk. Considering Joe doesn't even smoke pot and you want him to try a borderline hallucinogenic.
Not happening.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not psychosomatic, it's an actual pain.
I mean, psychosomatic pains feel like actual pains. If it's a misfiring of your brain and your nerves,
But we did it.
it still feels like real pain.
Misfire.
A tip my father taught me for kidney stones is as simple as Minute Maid's strawberry lemonade and cranberry juice mix, and it breaks it up like no tomorrow. Psychosomatic pain is still real pain to the person living it. Yeah. That's why pain is one of those things that's kind of hard to treat because you have to assume that it's real. 'Cause you can't always measure it. You can't always, like, oh, broken arm. Clearly that must be painful. Where it's like, nothing physically happened. How are you in pain?
Excuse me. Yeah, well, this one's just being weird as shit, but not going away fully.
Maybe it didn't make it back into its little home. Pain is easy to treat. Just dope the brain. Assuming you mean dupe the brain. But dope would work too. So it stops getting pain signals. Treating the cause of the pain is really hard. That's what I meant. Like the cause, not necessarily like painkillers. So you meant dope? Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. I'm almost done with the Banshee forma, then I don't have to play Banshee. This one more. Sometimes they develop for various reasons. I'm on a medication that increases the risk of kidney stones, and that's caused them despite no prior history. Ugh. That does not sound fun. I think we talked about this recently, but, like, that does not sound fun.
rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them a warrior's death.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You're near a fissure. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactor.
Funny, Malchior. Ow.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Sure, you mentioned it here. Yeah. Yeah, because I think you had mentioned it like, maybe a week or two ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, because I think it was just before TownCon. Pardon me. We got him. He says the words, "I supply." Get him, boys. I supply. I was so nervous about being late for physical therapy today that I hardly slept last night. I was up about every 40 to 45 minutes or so, awake enough that I was like, did my alarm go off and I missed it? And I look at the clock, and I fell asleep just before 5, and then I did that, and I was like, oh, it's only 6 a.m. And then that proceeded to happen numerous times throughout the whole morning. Hey, I'm here, never fear. Apparently ninjas have to work too at Whole Foods. Okay, ninja. Never take me alive, coppers. Defenestrate. You jumped out the window, but you happen to have a flying bat suit on, and then you just float off into the distance. I mean, it kind of works. You're intelligent. You seem to have crazy disposable income. And you tend to pre-plan for a lot of things. You're Batman. Shut up, woman. They don't know what hurt them. I had to look that up. There's a freaking word for jumping out a window, and you guys just know that. Yeah, it's one of my favorite words. Defenestration. More specifically, it's throwing oneself out the window. It's not even like getting pushed out it. Nope. It's specifically oneself out window. I like things that sound funny. That or vaulting out the window. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have, it's not like you had to fall out of it. It's a purposeful thing usually when people use the word. But chat learned about it, and then it's become a normal thing that people are like, can I defenestrate myself? And be like, no. I'm jumping out windows here. Nope, it's put now. Yeah, you just vaulting put the window. I liberated myself from the premises. Yeah. Via the glass pane thing. Oh, it's a chat me already. Yeah, but I knew about the word beforehand. But that's why the majority of chat knows, I think, at this point. But yes, I did know about the word beforehand, because there were videos online that talked about the fact that there's not a commonly used word for, like, the day before yesterday, or the day before that. But there's a word for throwing oneself out the window. I didn't have enough? Oh, that makes me really sad. It also said no relic equipped. How? I put myself into this mission. That was the first relic. What the hell, game? I thought I had 10. Just didn't have a freaking relic. The common punishment used by Hussites? Hussites? Hussites?
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your brave.
I don't know what this word is. Hussites? Defenestrate is to push someone else out. Auto-defenestration is to throw oneself out. Okay. Valkyra's Batman makes no sense, you guess. Ellen Marshmallow, by the way. Yeah, I mean, what I said was logically sound. Spend some of your fishers, dude. You're capped. Every mission you do, you're wasting them. Eh.
Well done, Tenno. You're well.
I don't really care to, though. I mean, I could. I'm not going after anything in particular, so it seems kind of like a waste. So when I do go to use them, I'm already full. Read about defenestrations of Prague. Czechs have a thing for throwing people out of windows. Germany has words for both the day before yesterday and the day after tomorrow. Morgestern and Übermorgen, respectfully. I don't think I even got those remotely close, but I tried. German pronunciation is not my forte. Most days I can barely speak English. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, guess what? I touched grass today. Joe and I went for a walk. Close, yes, right, Isn't literal translation of Übermorgen just super morning? Yeah. I got some sunlight. And some steps in. It was good. I like going for walks. Glad you got to do all that. You touch grass every time you visit Cetus, you're good. I just don't really get out of the house much, and I was over his house, and I needed to go to the bank, and then I was like, do you want to go for a walk after? And so we ended up going for a walk. You touch grass every time you roll a joint. German pronunciation is generally quite easy for standard German because it fixes spelling later than English and French. Names that refer to everything. It becomes a word. I mean, that's like English and super. Be a snot, Kira. You're better than that, I think. What part was I being a snot about this time? Before I knew what I was doing, now I don't know what I did. I'll walk. I love walking. In high school, they used to give us the option to play... Good night. They used to give us the option to, play whatever, like, group game they were doing, like Six Base. Or you could go outside if it was a nice day and walk the track. And I was like, please, I beg of you, give me the track. I really enjoyed walking the track, and it was nice because I used to have gym class the last class every day, for one semester, and it's like half a school year. So that was really nice because then I could do all of that, put on my headphones, and just walk for the last, like, 30 to 40 minutes of every school day. And then I didn't have to get back into my school clothes. I could just stay in the gym clothes and then go home and take a shower or whatever at home. And I loved that. I lost 20 pounds that school year from that, and that continued into the rest of the day. It gave me motivation and energy to be able to do more stuff and exercise and push even farther because I was feeling great. And then I stopped having gym classes the last class of every day, and suddenly it was miserable again. Last class, walk halfway around the track, keep walking, leave campus, walk home. I would have been too far from the school. Like, way too far. Considering it already took at least 15 to 20 minutes to, or yeah, about 15 minutes to drive there. Never mind walk. So, nah. And my mom would have killed me. I would have been dead. Dead. This woman wouldn't even let me walk down the length of my own driveway to go get the mail because you couldn't see the mailbox from the house, and it was like right next to the actual street, and you wouldn't be able to see me at that point. And so, even as a teenager, like, that was a no-go. You didn't do that. So, the equivalent of, like, actually walking home from school, never. What's she going to do? Scream at me. Scream at me. She could have threatened to take stuff away. I didn't have very much as it was, but, like, I lived there still. She would have made my life a living hell. Even worse than it was. I wasn't even allowed to walk from the middle school with friends down the street. You didn't even go far. Down the street, like a 2-minute drive, not even, to go to a coffee shop. In broad daylight. When half the school kids did that. I was only ever able to walk to school in 2nd grade. I hope not by yourself. Keep you home from school. No, but she probably would have taken my phone the moment I got home or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really do a whole lot wrong, so it was mainly just fights and screaming matches. Or me just getting yelled at. And, that I don't like when people are upset with me thing. Yeah, that happens with her, too. Do you always do what your mom wanted? Mostly? Yeah. I pretty much did whatever was required of me. I hardly ever broke the rules until I was already an adult. I mean, sure, I had my grouchy days, but, like, I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't do drugs, I didn't stay out late partying, I wasn't a risk of a teen pregnancy, like, nothing. I didn't do anything. I hardly had any friends. I didn't go out to parties. Not until, again, after I had already been an adult. And even then, I was 19, I think? And she was pissed at me that I walked to the end of the driveway and got picked up by a coworker who was on her way to work, instead of having the coworker come all the way down to the driveway to pick me up at the house. And she was like, "You could have been kidnapped." I'm like, I'm 19. And I was standing there for no more than 5 minutes because I timed it for when she should have been driving by. You know, my mom almost her shit. As long as there's no hitting. No, I wasn't hit. The emotional abuse was pretty bad too, though.
E-Girl Tenno is raiding with a party of 20.
E-Girl, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful time. Ooh, Soul Frame! I hope it was treating you well. Yeah, but in that case, Malchior, again, she had full control of everything. She supplied the food, she supplied me getting to school. Everything was a vindictive punishment. So, there really was do as you're told or life is gonna suck. You're having an amazing time? That's awesome! If you guys are new here and you don't know me, hi. I'm Kirata Hime. I also go by Kira or Kayla. If that's easier for you, that's fine by me. I play an awful lot of Warframe. I do play a lot of variety on the channel, and I like art. So I've been making a lot of art projects. I took a guitar and modified it to look like the Void song Shazin. Unfortunately, this one's not playable, but I'm hoping the next one can be. I plan to take a rock band guitar and turn it into a playable Shazin. That being said, I have 2 current projects. One of them is Joe's birthday gift, which I'm keeping a secret because I don't want people to spoil it. And then the other one is a Winnie the Pooh needle felted scene for my sister who's having her first baby. My little sister's having a little one. There's no way I'm gonna make the finances work, so I'm definitely missing the baby shower, but I have a family that's already making it work for being able to go meet the baby afterwards, so I'll be out there at the end of September. So I'll at least get to meet the little one. Because I tried to crunch the numbers, and it's not going to happen, unfortunately, and she understands, so. Police coming, better hide. They won't suck forever, and as kids we often see past that. There's a limit of reason at which point you can evolve. Yeah, but I also had to worry about my dad. So even though my mom probably wouldn't have hit me, I don't know, there were times where definitely her anger was getting the best of her. I was scared shitless of my dad. I thought he was gonna beat me. Like, real bad. The way that he acted, I thought one day he was just gonna have enough and that his anger was just gonna flip and turn. So, and if I pissed off my mom, he would absolutely have had her back. She wouldn't even have had to explain anything. My dad didn't need a reason to scream at me within an inch of my face. So, like I said, I did whatever needed to be to try to be the best I could. Now, don't get me wrong, I had my issues, but I did my best to just not cause problems. $10 or $12, that's hard. 14 to 18, yo, just fucking leave. I couldn't. I had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, and no one's hiring a 14 to 18-year-old. That 14 to 18, my 2 cats were the main reason for me still existing, because that's why. I'm sorry, this is like hard topics right after people came in. That's why I'm still here, because I made sure that I would be there for the cats, because I didn't think my family was going to take good care of them. Every single time we had someone over and they either complimented the cats, or sometimes when they just walked in the door, my mom would try to give the cats away. She'd be like, ha ha ha, I'm just joking. But she would make that joke every single time, especially if whoever was there was new. So that was definitely a factor for me of, like, continuing to push forward, and I couldn't leave. My sister was still there, and all of what they did to me would swap right to her, so.
Demon Doctor 7 is raiding with a party of 11.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Hello, Demon Doctor.
Be on your guard.
I hope Pal World was treating you well. I am now lurking for myself.
We're going to need more reactant if you want to.
Who am I gonna go lurk for now? Let's Brozyme's doing some Arknights. Why don't we watch Brozyme? Sup, how goes Warframe? Nightwave? Yeah. Nightwave. So, they announced the new Nightwave is coming August 12th, and it's the Amir-themed Nora's Night. So, Amir's taken over, breaking the fourth wall, and then they're also doing basically a D&D, a mini D&D campaign inside the KIM system as well, is releasing on that day. You have time to complete it? Yeah, August 12th. Doc finally got a job, now he just neglects us. You guys gotta step it up. If you make it so that streaming earns him more money than his new job, then he can quit the new job and go back to just streaming.
That's it. You open the relic.
Hello, cute kitty.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Pal World's been chill. You've been addicted to it fully. Yeah, you and Edric. Edric's over here trying to convince Joe to play Pal World. I don't think he ever will, but yep, just gotta make $200,000 a year from streaming. I'm sorry, your new job is offering you $200,000 a year? Or is that what you're trying to work towards? Because I want to know what the hell you're doing at 200 grand a year.
There's a heavy unit approaching. Target found. Destroy it. Excellent work.
200 grand is what I make in
Discoveries from being fully realized.
quite a few years.
Now.
CTO? Oh no, lol, but since streaming is such like up and down income stream, you would need that a year. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I get it. Before you think of quitting your job. Fair. Yeah, I might be joining you into the regular workforce if I can't make things work in the next few weeks, so might have to start applying. As I refuse to go into credit card debt. Chief Tech Officer. He clicks us all the time. That's his love language. Tramna or Varuna? Tramna or Varuna? Tramna. Yeah, credit card debt is not worth it ever, or student loans. Yeah.
A valuable lesson.
So. I mean, try to find something, hopefully it doesn't come to that. But find something you're passionate about so it doesn't feel like a chore to work every day. Honestly, I don't have a degree. I haven't had an actual, I wouldn't say a real job, a conventional job in 6.5 years. The workforce is gonna look at me and be like, I don't know, man. We're not gonna want this one. So, chances are I'd probably just get stuck at some sort of shitty retail position again. And it wouldn't be full-time. I would probably just do that part-time and hope that streaming would be able to do the rest. But the amount of streaming would be impacted, so who knows. But I have a few things up my sleeve and a little bit of time to achieve it. So, we'll see. 1,000 employee company CTO, 700,000 to $1 million. Yeah, okay. CTO to 50 to 150 employee company should be making 150,000 to 250,000, upper end 350,000 by market. Bro lives with his parents talking about credit card debt. Well, I mean, if you like a lot of figurines and stuff, you could end up in debt. Credit card debt is bad regardless. I mean, we all have credit cards. Yeah. Well, I have them mainly because I've been trying to make sure that I have a good credit score since I was young. My goal, still my goal, even though I feel like I've backtracked a little, my goal is to not end up like my parents. I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. Unfortunately, right now I'm stuck at that spot again, but I want to get to a point where I am financially stable enough that if I decide to have kids, they will hopefully never have to, they'll never have to return soda cans to make sure that they can eat that week. Like, that's, I'm trying to get to a point where things would be stable. I mean, it doesn't have to be a family vacation in a foreign country every year kind of stable, but like, yeah, it's a random Friday night and we want to go out for ice cream. I don't have to check how much money's in the account before we do so. Kind of stable.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in.
You don't mind working 9 to 5. You enjoy most time, to be honest. The idea of just going to work in an office, working your 8 hours, and then coming home to relax is appealing. The benefits are great. Only thing is waking up in the early morning, and other than that, you have nothing to complain about working 9 to 5. Yeah, I don't miss it. But it also depends on what you're doing. Again, I worked retail and retail adjacent jobs. And that was just torture. Feel that living at home has many advantages for you. Currently, just lucky. Yeah. Yep. Because guess what? Rent is stupid.
Luna Fraby is raiding with a party of 9.
Why is everyone raiding me? My goodness, thank you so much. That's the 3rd raid in the last, like, 20 minutes. Actually, I can give you an exact amount of minutes. 13. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Luna Frey Bay. iFrat is here for your cheese. What? I only have mac and cheese. Leave it alone. It's brand new. If you guys are new here and you don't know me, hi. I'm Kidata Hime. I also go by Kira or Kayla. I do play an awful lot of Warframe. I play a lot of variety. I like art stuff. And I've been working on making a needle felt Winnie the Pooh piece for my little sister. She's having her first baby. She's due at the end of next month. And yeah. Her nursery is Winnie the Pooh themed, so I figured a Winnie the Pooh piece would work pretty well. Hello, we're here for your cheese. Cheesed to meet you. Okay. 60 to 100 hours a week to know that nothing will ever be a problem again, because I have all the fuck you money is worth it. Yeah. No, I get that. Fuck retail. Get an office job where you just interact with your coworkers. Oh my god, congrats to your sister. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited for her. I want to snuggle the little baby.
The relic has been cracked open.
Luna Frebe, thank you very much for the follow. Pope, thank you for the follow. Damn, anxiety makes customer service hard for you. When the moment you make a mistake or think the boss is mad at you, you tend to spiral and can break into a panic attack. Yep. The amount of times I've cried in retail bathrooms because of work, it's very numerous, let me just tell ya. Gotta head to bed on that note. You've been getting your full 8 hours and don't want to break the streak. Once you break it, it's gonna be hard to start the streak back up, so I feel you on that one. Get out of here. Go be a real adult. It's fine. Catch you later, Doc. Of course, I gotta head to bed, but I hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you so much, Luna Frey. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for the raid and the follow. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest. I hope you basically have the opposite of me from last night. I was up like every 45 minutes. Here's to hoping you wake up at the correct time and well rested.
The art of combat must be practiced.
Strong medication does wonders.
Truly master the canvas
Yeah.
of war.
Doing better and working on it, but it frustrates you and whoever your boss has gotten you fired. Yeah. That's unfortunately no fun. Kara build different. Yeah, but not necessarily in a good way. So I went to the physical therapist today for the first time. Well, this particular therapist. This is the 3rd time I've been to physical therapy. And it was interesting. I ended up being told that I definitely have noticeable hypermobility in a lot of areas, but they still didn't give me a formal diagnosis, even though I got a 6 out of 9, which for adults is a passing score for EDS. But,
stay focused.
Yeah. So he did that thing where like you're standing up straight and you have your arms by your side and then you like tilt from side to side. And he was like, tilt, and I tilted to the side and he goes, "You're making me look bad," because I can reach really far. And he was like, "There's a lot of hypermobility in your spine." And I went, "I know." I've been telling doctors this for a really long time now. So it's in my spine, it's in my neck, it's in my hands, it's in my shoulders. He checked the range of motion for my hips, and it's in my hips. So it was nice to have the confirmation from someone who definitely seemed like he knew what he was doing, whereas the last few didn't necessarily seem that way. Moved around like a Gumby figure. Oh yeah. Bendy, bendy, bendy. Literally, he was having me do one of the exercises, and I'm only laying on my side. And before I was even done doing these little arm bell raise things, the arm that was against the table, my fingertips are already going numb. It was like working its way up my hand. Nope, you're hoping your streaming kicks off, but you're trying not to rely on it and work on your commissions as well. As someone whose main source, we're talking like 98% of my income, has come from streaming, do not quit your day job. Have some sort of side backup thing, because even if it's going really well for a long time, it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. So having something else to balance it, one, keeps streaming from feeling boring because you actually have something to talk about. Two, it helps with the whole monotony of it for yourself, not just for what you need to talk about for chat. And it allows you to balance when streaming doesn't have the same type of income. Just to give you an idea for numbers, because everybody always likes numbers, and I'm a very open individual. Now, granted, I have had a sponsorship, some Throne gifts, and I think a couple of direct donations on top of this. But this is what we're looking at for this month so far. This does not even cover rent. Now, if we go back to June, there was this, plus a sponsorship, plus a couple other things, plus direct donations. So, like, this month, woo-hoo-hoo. The month before that, not so much. So if you don't take on sponsorships, and this was with a whole bunch of, what is that blue one? Nope, that was cheering. I was going to say that was with sponsorships, but I think it was the month before. This one was a chunk of sponsorship. If you don't have something to balance out when the months get low, if you don't look for sponsors, if you don't actively do something else, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Because, like, if you look at the last 30 days, even averaged out, that's not even rent. But yes, I am down for streaming because the amount of hours I usually do. It was 118 before, 102. 118 is down from the 159. But yes, I am down for hours because I took 9 days off out of this, so. But, like I said, it's not reliable. Especially if you're not good with your money. If you're good with your money, then it can be pretty good, but you're still gonna have to make sure you're doing other things on top of it. Sounds about right, hence why you're trying not to rely too much on streaming, but make do. This is one of those do as I say, not as I'm currently doing, but like long form content, YouTube, some TikTok can work that way. Passive income. You can slowly build up your passive income, and then streaming being your only active income, then it's fine. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of doing it backwards, where I've done the streaming for so long and relying on mainly just that. And now I'm kind of backtracking and having to do the other stuff. Because the passive stuff, what I mean by passive income, it's like you do a task and then you can get paid for it forever. Like YouTube videos. You make the YouTube video and then there's a chance that like 5 years from now, people are still watching that and you're still making money. Say you make an extra $1 a month for every YouTube video that you made 5 years ago. Like, that's a ton of money. All for work that you only had to do once. Same thing with any type of digital media. Like crochet patterns or recipes or stuff like that. You do the content once and then it's out there and it kind of just does its work for you as you're building stuff up. Wave night? Wave night? From what you heard and seen, Ludwig's courses from Kai Cenat Streamer University are extremely recommended. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I saw a snippet from it the other day, and it's fairly accurate. He was saying that anybody who's in the top 100,000 streamers or something like that, top 10,000 streamers, that's what it was, are making like $40,000-ish a year. He's pretty much on point. I brought in 41,000 last year. Now, granted, you pay for games, you pay for Xbox, Game Pass, all that stuff brings down that number, but that's still nothing to scoff at.
We are finished here. Move on.
But if you're not good with money, and as soon as you have money in your account you really like to spend it, then streaming is definitely not for you, because you have to plan so far in advance. And even I've messed up. Where you think you're good, but then you have like 3 or 4 months in a row where you don't make anywhere near close to what you usually do. And then you're like, well, shit, now what? Well, you pay out for services tax deductible. Yeah, but it's not like the government gives me the entirety of the cost of that item back. So, yes, it is a deductible that's supposed to offset how much it costs, but that doesn't refund me for buying the item. Yes, it's beneficial because I would have been buying some of those items anyway because I enjoy playing games regardless of streams. I don't do it as much anymore, but so yes, in that sense it saves me money, but it's not like buying an item just because it's a tax deduction will necessarily save me more than the cost of the item. That's not usually how it works.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
No, it reduces the amount of your income that can be taxed. Uh-huh.
Still working on it.
But not to the point of making up for the cost of the item.
Most wise founder,
At least not in its entirety. So it still brings down all of that. I think I spent... I probably spent about $26,000 in... Oh my god, whatever, mission failed. I probably spent about $26,000 in things that could have been considered deductions last year just to save $6,000 in taxes. So that's still it's still like $20,000 that I spent in the long run. Like, yes, it evens out to like I said, like a $6,000 savings. So instead of 26,000, it's 20, which, don't get me wrong, is a huge chunk of change having the deductions. But I still had to spend the 26,000 to save that. It technically, if I didn't have to spend any of that, I would have been just better off paying the taxes. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I did not sleep well last night. Speaking of scoffing at it, anyone want to scoff at big numbers getting bigger? 585 is a lot, Nova. From what you've heard and seen. But that's the thing, though. If you don't mind the instability of...
What does the fox say?
What the fuck? One, I didn't know you could do that. Is that a new button? Gifting to all live followers? And two, what the fuck? I wasn't showing that. Can't I just talk about things to talk about things? You guys have been so good about letting me just talk about it lately. I thought I was in the clear. That's a shit ton of subs, sir, ma'am, poobah. Now there's gonna be a hype train. Alright, well, if you need emotes, actually causing the hype train from one more person would probably be beneficial, because that's a 46 plus 1, so 47 subgroup. You'd probably already be at, like, level 4. Might even finish 4. Jesus Christ, people. That's so many subs! Thank you! Jesus Christ. Alright, who's here that might have gotten one? Ooh, Archblaze! Morgan, Breeder Cody, SF Tree, Kagayuse, Airdod, E-Girl Tenno, Undead Willow. Apparently the hype train just started on its own. Sudin, Pierce Jedi, Michael Runsler. You got E-Girl and Michael Runsler in the same go. That's funny. Big Mac. Look at that! Completed level 4. I did not know that you could... When did they add that button? Because it literally says you gifted 46 eligible live followers. Did you just gift 46 subs, or was it like... Or is it you just, like, gifted to basically everyone that wasn't already subbed? I just wanted to be nice, that's all. It is nice! It is A lot. Now you're getting at least a Hype Train level 4 emote out of it, too. Yes, it's a button to gift all live followers. That's nuts. A new button that popped up during last sale. That's cool. I really freaking appreciate it. No idea the amount of times I've had just full-blown meltdowns in the last 2 weeks. That'll basically cover, that'll hopefully cover Scorch's appointment on Monday. I had to call and set up an appointment for him to get him some pain meds because he's been struggling. Hype Train and Akira sub. Thank you, Sasudin. Yeah, we like the make your melt. Well, I really appreciate it. Don't make me drag Hawkspray into chat. He's working the night shift and needs to spoil someone. No, no, no. It's okay. Huh. That's funny, Mega. Thank you for gifting a sub to Warframe. And Thomas has rated... Oh my god, this is just the... Why is everyone being so nice?
Neon is raiding with a party of 20.
You're generally scared for people that misclick and accidentally do that in a really big stream. Yeah. Trust me, that's already a lot. Thomas, thank you so much. I hope Warframe was treating you well. You guys came in right at the tail end of a Hype Train. I am Kidata Hime. I also go by Kira or Kayla. Play a lot of Warframe. Play a lot of variety. Do a lot of art. My most recent and current project is needle felting a scene from Winnie the Pooh, because my sister is having her first baby, and I get to meet the little guy in September, and she's due at the end of next month. So, well, there's less than a minute left, but thank you very much, Big Mac. Warframe isn't likely to gift you back. Thank you so much, people. Like I said, there's about 30-ish seconds, give or take, of that left, so I really appreciate it. That's already chaotic. Can't gift them, they miss out. Our Duviri run failed due to a shrine being bugged. Oh no! All the parts dropped off the map? That stinks. Hype Train is over in 3, 2, 1. Hype Train success! Seriously, thank you. That's a lot. Oh, apparently I have all of the level 4 emotes. No new ones for me.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. This will only get more difficult.
That fire one is a good one.
Terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
And the bird is me for sure.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Got a new sub badge stage with this. Oh? You know, and I almost didn't stream tonight. You know what Joe said, and it made me kind of sad. I wanted to spend the night at his house because there's some chaos stuff going on over there. Everything's fine. It's just extended family drama stuff. And I was like, do you want me to stay over? And he goes, no, you don't have to. You know. And I was like, but I want to. And then as he leaves the room, he goes, you can't afford to. Asshole. And I came home, and I'm like, I really want to sleep. That's fine, I'll game a little bit. Thank you for the gifts of Superior Jedi. Must have slept through. Hope you'll have a great evening. Thank you, thank you. That's a pretty good one, Leaf. Thank you for hanging out, Markoth. I appreciate it.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
So, do you guys remember me playing that game, Restory? You're a tech repair person set in Japan, and you're like cleaning consoles and Tamagotchis and stuff. Well, it finally has a release date.
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
So that comes out next month. So now I'm excited. My story was great. Yup. So I'm excited. That one comes out, I think that's the 17th. I don't know. I got a lot of dates I put in my phone today. That was too cute. Where did I put? The 6th. It literally comes out the 6th. So it's like 2 weeks from now, basically.
We are finished here. Move on.
But that it is officially coming out then. I want the Screenbound one thing to come out too. It's called Screenbound. But that one I don't think has a release date yet. Fuck yeah, you'll think you'll actually buy that. It looks really good. The demo was super fun. I was kind of sad when it was over. For people that don't know what I'm talking about, think Power Wash Simulator, but you are a video game and controller person set in old school Japan, like 80, I say 90s, early 2000s themed Japanese tech. So Tamagotchis and PlayStation and stuff like that, and you get to take them apart, clean them up. If they have broken pieces, you can order the pieces, and it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that one, and they literally just announced the going live for that game date today, and it's now August 6th. Wait, a bit more of the story was over since it was actually endless. Yeah. I think the story itself was kind of cute, though. I liked the little bucket character and stuff like that, so. And it was really just relaxing.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Just cozy. I would take the Distress of Prime Blade. I don't have any of those. I actually have a few different games that got announced recently.
As you conquer the foe,
that I put in my phone.
you conquer yourself.
So there's the Restory on the 6th. There's the Grounded 2 update on the 11th. There's the Warframe update on the 12th. There's a game called Tukoni, which looks like a really pretty... It has a non-speaking narrative puzzle game. And that comes out on the 17th. So... Sorry. Just in my phone. I thought I messed something up, but I didn't. Also, because of a couple of things going on, Joe's mom is thinking about canceling the birthday party that she's been planning for him. I'm not gonna let that happen. I mean, she doesn't have to have it at her house, but it's going to happen somewhere. I'm not letting him have his 40th birthday without a party. And he was like, they didn't do anything crazy for my 30th. I was like, first of all, we weren't, like, super duper close friends, so I didn't feel like it was my place to throw you, like, an extravagant 30th birthday. But I'm not letting him get away without having a 40th. So if she ends up canceling it, I will figure it out. But, in the meantime... if anybody else wants to participate, maybe make a happy birthday message, anything like that, it would be greatly appreciated. Why does every gaming company have to be on the same schedule? Yeah, well, because they're trying to hit, like, the majority of players at the same time, and all of that is the right before everyone goes back to school. I usually enjoy learning how to work on old cartridge and controllers. Where am I at? 20. And if other people were doing the mobile defense, might be able to get away with it. So maybe I just don't rush forward until some people join. You will all dance around GTA 6.
We're going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Yeah, and you know what'll suck? GTA 6 moves its release date and screws over all the other devs.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You know what I hope? Even though I don't think they will because they really don't need the publicity. I'd love for them to reach out and be like, you want a sponsorship?
This will take a moment.
Guess what you caught? Ha ha ha. Me saying that I'm gonna make sure that you have a birthday party? Oh, actually, he probably isn't listening. Mouse?
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Yeah, because he's not even here.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened. Terminal hacked. Keep moving. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
I should hydrate.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Stay focused.
Hey, Malchior.
Unit approaching.
Wonder if he's listening.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Hello, Flangor. So, you're proficient in coding. Is there a way you can either... Okay, I'm gonna ask. Is there a way you can either point me in the right direction or help me make a thing so that people can trigger putting their name on a they want to be subbed list?
We are finished here.
And then using some sort of like Twitch API system or something, it can check whether that person has been subbed and will remove them from said list, and then someone can just do like exclamation point sub list and then pull up the list of all the people who aren't subbed that want one.
Terminal spotted. Uproot me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Stream Elements, I also use Streamer.bot and Nightbot.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
But I would just like people, I would like people to be able to be like exclamation point get sub or something like that. And then it would throw their name on the list, and then the bot would periodically check, and when that person gets subbed, it removes their name, so that people who want to gift subs would just be able to pull that list up, and it would be just so much more automatic. You could even, like, kick back a little phrase that says, thank you for removing so-and-so from the would like to be subbed list, or something cheesy. Or thank you for adopting so-and-so and bringing them into the subbed community. Basically want a bot that holds a list of people. It sounds like an extra feature for an existing one. Yeah, but it isn't just holding the list of names, it's also cross-referencing Twitch to see if they've been subbed. Eventually, I'd like to get to the point of needing to do that with YouTube as well, but I'm not there yet. But honestly, I'm sure I could probably just use ChatGPT or some AI program that would do it for me, and I just ask it to do that. Already thinking it's potential for docs abuse, so have to think about how to do security. Well, it would only pull whether or not someone is subbed. Stream Elements doesn't accept headers, so I'm not sure about handoff. Do explore bots more myself. Because I know that there's ways to, like, tap into, like, Twitch API stuff, and it lets you check things, because Streamer.bot allows for a lot of stuff like that. I just haven't looked enough into it. Shit. I have food next to me, and I accidentally just got dipping sauce on my headphone cord again. This is twice tonight. I'm gonna move the plate. Or at least rotate it. Hi! I feel you touching me. But you don't want me to pet you. I don't know how to help you. You're pawing at me like you want me to pet you, but like I can't make what you're doing go away in an instant. Well, pets always seem to like get away from them. Give me a few minutes to read dev notes for Twitch and I'll tell you what I can do. Thank you! I feel bad asking for help, but you literally told me that this is the kind of stuff that you enjoy doing. Turning into your sister now with how bad your heat is? I know. As soon as the 3rd of the month rolls around, I'm gonna start putting you on the next record cycle. Sorry, I was texting Joe back. This is the last one, right? I'm on the final form. The final form. Banshee time. I mean, it's my own doing because I put the thing up on the charity stream, but I wanted to make sure I got them all done because I owe too many people too many things, and this is at least something I'm capable of focusing on.
Music, and the enemy calls for a song.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You're near a fissure. Use that reactor.
Sorry, I was texting Joe again. He decided that he's a little amped now. He caught the mouse that made its way into his room.
We're going to need more reactors. Want to open that relic.
He has a humane trap, and it worked. So, caught it, and now they're gonna let it out at his uncle's house.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Meow. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Can I help you, Avara? I know. Actually, for the first time in a while, I have some wet cat food for you. I had enough Amazon points to buy some, because it got sent back with the Dragon Blade order. Yeah? Would that make you feel better? Maybe? What? You cute little goofball. What? What?
Scary.
Everybody hears you. It's been like 5 days of her doing this. I had to lock him out of my bedroom last night. It didn't end up helping because I woke up a bazillion times. But I locked them out of my bedroom last night because she's been doing this. And she'll stand on top of my little bedside table and do that directly in my ear. Or she'll paw at my back and then I'll turn to look at her in a dazed stupor. And she'll meow like that right in my face. Cat does that too. It's like he's checking to see if I'm asleep. You haven't died, right? Naya does it a lot. If my back is outside of the covers she'll paw at it, and I have to put myself under the covers. Otherwise, she, like, pokes me. Like, hey, human, you want to get up now?
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
SF Tree says, thanks for the gift sub. Yeah. Ethan Majors just decided to be absolutely chaotic and gift everybody here who wasn't subbed. That's a cool button, though. I didn't know that even became a button until Leaf did that. And I'm like, oh shit. That's pretty crazy. Hello, Spoon. It's been a while. How are you? I'm getting out of here.
They fought well. Good dance, all.
I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired and I was blinking out. I gotta stretch. Do. If exactly 10 more people follow the stream, we'll have a palindrome of followers, so it'll be 35053, because right now it's 35043. That makes me happy. It's on its way. Sorry, I'm making sure all of my friends' streams are tabbed up on my monitor. Does it count if I unfollow and then follow? No. I'm done with Banshee. Banshee is done. Boo doo 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 doo. Now I can play anyone. You're probably gonna pass out here soon, but you figured you'd drop by. Hope you're well and good night. Thank you so much, man. It definitely bugged and wrote out that you've been a 67-month subscriber. Just been for almost 6 years. Yeah, it's crazy. Cats just decide to start yowling randomly at night. No rhyme or reason, just meow wow meow wow coming from my living room or backyard. Actually, I should go play as Foley, and then I can do the syndicate missions. Glad you're done with Banshee for now. Me too. Got a female cat that does that. It's usually because she's killed one of her toys and wants to show someone. That is my favorite thing when that happens. Naya does that, and if I meow back to her, she comes to find me with said toy and then will drop it and ask for pets. I find Foley creepy. I mean, she's supposed to be. Oh, they're all good ones this time. It reminds you of clowns, you don't like them. Well, that means DE did their job because she's supposed to be clown-like.
Almost out of time. Hurry. You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
Prepare for incoming support.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. They killed the hostage. This mission is a failure.
Joy. Yeah, Ninja. Are you cool with Syndicate Medallion missions, or you don't want them? Also, let me reset the list of people. Let's define scope first. When someone enters want sub, 1, check Twitch for their current subscription. 2, is subscribed, do not add them, and optionally remove an old waitlist entry. 3, if unsubscribed and already listed, tell them they are already listed. 4, otherwise add their Twitch ID and log into the list. Yes. Can it auto remove people if they become subbed without typing their name? Like, is there a way for me to be like, check list, and it checks to see who's been subbed and like can kick people off if they're subbed? Some sort of command that I can force a trigger, even if it doesn't need to automatically do it itself. Would have to run a command. That's fine. If I can periodically run a command, then I can auto set a command to run.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the holding location.
So I could have it so that, like, Nightbot periodically, once a night or something like that, would run a command even if I'm not streaming. And it would just check if anybody got subbed that day, basically.
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
Do you own a domain? Technically, I own a few. I just purged some of mine because I can't afford to keep them.
Unit approaching.
Many of them have hosted environments. I don't know. Because I don't know what that means. Like, I can probably infer what it means, but this is more of a specific conversation, so. Server, a website, email, anything attached to domain. Yeah, I mean, most of them had something. I don't know which ones are still active anymore because I got charged for resetting some of them and then I didn't reset some of them and planned to fight the charge. So I don't know what's active right now.
Prepare for incoming support.
This would need a node and JS script on a public domain that you would register to your channel as a service. It has to be that complicated? Hmm.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Wants subsurface CDR, wants subsurface and module. Stocks.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit
To run the
approaching.
database. I wonder if it would just be better to put people's names on the list. I just don't want to have to check it manually, but I want people to be able to write that they want subs.
The captive will be in one of these cells. Search them. The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
I forgot we were doing a syndicate mission. Everything has turned itself into a song. So is this something that it might just be easier to run it through Streamer.bot? I wonder if there's a module with Streamer.bot.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Because that can pull from Twitch information already built in.
Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now. Let's get out of here.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Malchior, if I want to end up setting it up with one of the domains. Oh, I'm sorry. Got the important one and the others. SQL query, select viewer ID, login, request app from subscriber, order by requested at ASC. You're starting to sound like a robot that's trying to communicate with me. I know he's saying something. Cobble together some code from public. That should work, but need to debug. Okay. Like I said, this isn't something that can be run through maybe Streamer.bot, since they have all of that information and can pull from that kind of thing without needing to be hosted elsewhere. I mean, that's literally how I have this running. If it's like who's subbed, who's followed. Got a statue and an amber star in the last one. Pretty happy about that. Can't really go wrong.
It is time for those against us to pay.
The Grenier want to poison the mighty forests of Earth to make more room for themselves. You are here to stop them. Find the toxin mixer.
I missed that you used Streamer.bot. I was trying to do with Twitch API and Streamer Stream elements. Streamer.bot has C sharps. You should be able to build the whole function in that. That's why I mentioned it, because I was like, it has the ability to pull that kind of stuff, so I didn't know if that might be more useful. I'm willing to also use more programs if you find something else that you're like, no, there's an even better program to use. I'm always looking for new stuff. But yeah, I do have streamer.bot for a few things. Technically, I'd like to build it up with even more. And I would really, 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 really like to do like a tech night where I work on upgrading parts of the stream. Because there are so many potentials on upgrading the avatar if I'm using VNyan instead of VTuber Plus. So I'd love to be able to just sit here and have a working night, a working stream. Sounds funny because this is the work too, but you know, the back end stuff. Tech item, no help there. No streamer.bot eliminates the need for hosted domain or an SQL because it has that in it. See, that's what I thought. Again, I'm not... These were all things I considered doing, and that would have been the way that I would have done it. I can't get myself to do it. Sometimes I get really excited. Like right now, I could probably get myself to go and maybe like want to do that task. But I can't always. And it's really annoying.
By combining it with a biocatalyst. Remove the biocatalyst to render the toxin harmless. Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is highly explosive. Head to the poison injector now.
Sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep on stream again. Stream improvement stream when? Yeah, I need a stream improvement stream. I need to learn how to play chess and now D&D. You work in the tech industry, but nothing like this stuff. Is that everything? Seven out of 8. D&D stream when? Hopefully before August 12th, because that's when the Warframe F&F comes out.
Set the injector into overdrive to incinerate the toxin.
I'm getting really sleepy. I'm so sorry.
The injector is now in an unstable overdrive. Keep the Grenier away while it melts down.
think it's dangerous when I keep falling asleep like this. Okay, well, go hug bed. Don't be an idiot who almost died because of lack of sleep. I'm not even, like, that tired. It's just my brain's telling me I'm tired. Is there an ELO goal or just learn the rules? More just learn the basics so that I won't feel so much like a noob during the FNF.
You just destroyed a massive batch of Grineer toxin. Good work. Get to extraction.
I found something.
Get Clem.
This is fun. Look at me.
In streamer bot, go to create command, enter name, set source, Twitch message permission, everyone under actions, queue, select actions, create action, named add sub list or whatever, under triggers, core command, second search. If target is then target subscribed is true, remote from group. I'm sorry. I probably do need to go. I am really blinking out. I'll at least get you the list and mod it from there with checks and loops to do core logic, if/else statements to branch remove subbed. I think I can give you mod privileges in streamer.bot. Oh my god, Sana, shut up. I mean, Avara. Sorry, Sana. I didn't mean to yell at you. Avara. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Sleep, my dear. It's nearly 3 in the morning.
Excellent work, Tenno.
I know, but that means I've only been streaming for 3 hours, and I don't like to do that. Under viewers. Avara. Avara. What can I do for you? Meow wow. Took my statue. Damn Kubelich. Do you want help going after them, Ninja? Ah, that was multiple poppy clicky spots in my arm. StreamerBot has a sub action trigger for live, meaning if someone subs, we can build action to remove from list without having to run commands. Ah! See, I knew! I love Streamer.bot. It's so cool. I don't use it anywhere near enough. But it is a very cool thing. I only have it for... a handful of actions. Services. Control server clients. Whoa. It tells me how many bits somebody has donated if I click on their name. It doesn't tell me how many subscribers, but it tells me how many bits. That's neat. And how many channel points have been spent. Hey Malchior, you wanna know how many channel points you've spent? Oh. I may have bugged it. I tried to flip something I shouldn't have. Close the program. Hold on. I screwed it up. It's fine. I just gotta close it and open it again. I pressed a button on it I really shouldn't have. Not while streaming. Where was I? Viewers. Malchior. The amount of channel points you have spent is 1,128,691. How many bits have I donated, and in what increments of 69? Frickin' person. You have donated 4,555. According to this. Now it should just be 5,555, and then you never do bits again. It's a full stack language, so not having to parse things to JS manageable, and it makes it more flexible. Shit, I bet I could build a play custom animation on chat, enter for tier 3 subs. Not just a blurb sound, but inject full overlay animation. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it can pull stuff from my computer and trigger things, and I'm just too lazy and too stupid to use this to its fullest potential. Wonder how accurate the channel points thing is. It's probably pretty accurate. Wish I could like filter by who's done the most channel point spending. Tells me how many pyramids you've made. I can see your login, I can see your username, I can see which role you have. The last time you were active, which is literally, you just messaged, so it just changed from 250 to 252 for Marshmallow, while I was looking at this. Timeout exempt, whether they are subscribed the bits donated, the amount of channel points spent, pyramids made, and groups. I got overlooked. Sorry. How much did you spend? In points? In channel points, you have spent 448,577. I have not spent a lot of channel points this freaking person. Correct. You have spent 600. According to this. Appreciate you offering the HP potential with Kubelich. Perhaps next time, whatever works best. 1,000 isn't in increments of 69 though. Marshmallow's been here for like half the time. It's not their fault. Yeah, they've been subbed for about half the time, so they are keeping up with your channel points spent. You have 650,000 channel points. Jesus. That's a lot. You did it? Uh-huh.
Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water.
The third party handling. Cash. I don't know if I can give you some sort of mod account. Gonna do that one, but you know it's like the water. Melchior says, "Hey chat, who wants a cookie? I got to have chocolate today. It was pretty good, even though I wanted ice cream. So I don't need a cookie. Even though it's getting to that season where the pumpkin smiley faces are coming out. I should just learn how to make those. I want to down a whole friggin' box. You know what I should do? I think I have all the ingredients to make cinnamon buns this week. Maybe I'll treat myself. Jesus Christ, Melchior. Drinking too much before bedtime can be problematic for sleep. Yeah, but it also keeps me from feeling dizzy as hell in the morning, so to each their own. Student says, I'm patiently waiting for my next paycheck so I can go tier 3 and have the Fortuna conservation noise as your blurb. The tier 3 stuff only lasts like while you're tier 3, so it would have to be every month. Unless you hit a 200 stream streak and then you can have it permanently. Ninja and James, can you just tag me in general chat of Discord? And I'll give you permanent Discord early access. Making a tiny turkey sub right now. That's fine, I might do a couple of months in one go, plus I'm only at 12 days, so I have a long while to wait. Okay. Just giving you a heads up. It hasn't been implemented here yet, but I do know that Twitch is experimenting with letting people use GIFs in chat for tiers 2 and 3. So, like I said, I haven't been invited to that beta yet, but it is an opportunity at some point. You know what I would also like to do? Let you guys vote and do another play squad stream. Pick one of the games and do a play squad night.
It is time for those against us to pay.
Your target is the reactor.
Melchior
The
already
reactor
did
will
tier
have
3
tight
gift subs.
security. Watch out for enemy patrols. Your target is the system mainframe. Deliver the payload.
Tier 3, what do you mean, Marshmallow? He has done them before. Oh shit, I looked at the subbed gift menu. Not only did they add gift to all viewers button, but you can now gift 1,000 subs. Yeah, so Leaf did the gift to all viewers earlier, but they have 1,000 subs? That's a shit ton. What's the discount like on that? That's not a bad amount. You save $1,500. I like the gift them all button. I think that's smart. I've been asking for that for a while. I think that was one of the things I might have even put in the forums. Off. Yeah, but that's the fact. The fact that you're getting 1,500 off, but you're still spending $4,490 pre-tax. This is why I'm confused what you mean by test to gift other tiers. I didn't... Oh! No. Not gift. Like, give someone something. GIF? Like, put animated pictures. Like, if you already have a tier 3 sub, you would be able to put, like, a meme picture in chat instead of just emotes. GIFs, not gifts. I know, it sounds very similar. It's not peanut butter. Get out of here with your Jif. I'm not gifting 1,000 subs as leave. You won't. I think Malchior is considering it. I think he's having a very good time in his mind. And if I use my Amazon Premium, oh, the rewards points.
That's the reactor. Expose its core and destroy it. That's it. Now get out of here.
Permission to smite the creator. You can't smite Joe. I'm just kidding. I know we're not talking about Joe. Creators have been wrong about their creations before. Never mind. You found it, and then my little guy was like, just kidding. At those levels, I would just ask to tip donate directly to the person so they get the full thing. Well, you still don't get the full thing because, like, PayPal takes 3% and 30 cents from every transaction, and it takes a little bit more from different size transactions. But there is still benefits to subbing that you can't get from direct donations. So it might make people be more willing to hang out and stream for longer periods of time, which brings up my CCV, which brings up potential revenue from sponsorships, because you literally get paid more and offered more if you have a higher viewer average. So there are benefits to doing that versus the direct donation. So, to each their own. Yeah, it's not the same type of cut, but it's still a cut. I mean, Twitch takes 40%. Minimum. 40% on tiers 1 and 2 for me, and they only take 30% on tier 3. Does that mean you can gift 1,000 tier 3, or is that only tier 1 subs at that point? That would be bananas. No, they only let you do 40 tier 3s. That's dumb. Why won't you just give the same amount? If I smited Joe, I'd be dead before he started it. Yeah, you'd have to have me very pissed off. I mean, fair enough, but still, that's a large cut of cash right into your pocket. 1,000 people may not even know the channel, could increase viewer number. Best win-win scenario for streamers and games would give content creator code, then you can use to support content creator and buy cosmetics in the game. Part of the money would go to the content creator. Yes. I do like that aspect where you get a commission based off of what people buy after using your code. Hello, Eden. Lisa knew we were about to say that. Also, a dono of $5,900 would trigger wire fraud alerts across all accounts that don't have that much normal traffic. Yeah. Considering 1,000 tier 3 subs would be $25,000, I can see why that Twitch doesn't want a transaction of that size. If someone wants to spend that much money, why can't you let them? I think it's crazy pants, but like, why not? 1,000 tier 3 subs would be $24,000. That's a small car. Uh-huh, and I'm sure people are crazy enough to do that. Reason you can't buy a car on a debit card.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is
Only
here.
you can direct buy a car is hard cash or cashier's check. The cost on the balance transaction of that size alone is some people's paycheck. Can't wait for the Amir size tonight. Amir themed Nightwave. Yeah. I'm just glad that they're going back sort of closer to the roots of Nightwave and giving us something with actual substance.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
So it looks like there is an impromptu collab for tonight. I'm not gonna say what it is in case other people that are part of it would like to post content and whatnot about the fact that we're doing a collab first. But yeah. By the way, what happened? You were falling asleep and going to bed. Why are you still on? Go to bed. No, I'm fine. Look, I got a little chunk of wave of not sleepiness. Am I falling asleep right this second? No. Was I just yawning before I started this sentence? Maybe, but I'm fine. I started late. I needed to at least attempt to put in some more time. I don't like doing the stupid short streams. They don't feel good.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You're not fine, you're tired. I'm exhausted. Even if I had stayed asleep, it would have only been 5 hours, but I didn't stay asleep. I woke up almost constantly. But it's fine. It's fine, I'm fine. Let's just get through the syndicate missions. Oh yeah, ew, nasty. I was literally up like every 40 minutes, and sometimes it was even more. I went to bed just before 5 a.m. and which was my first problem. But then my body kept waking up being like, did you miss your alarm? And I would like freak out and look at the clock, and then I would have to stare at it for a little bit because I'm like, I can't actually read what that says. And then I would look at my phone and be like, oh, it is fine. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, shit, I've only been out an hour. This is stupid. It was like dumb. And then it just kept happening throughout the night. I got up at 8 something, and then 8 something again, and then 9 something, and then 9 something, and then 10 something, like 3 times, and then I finally got actually out of bed just before 11. Because my appointment was at 1:45.
Prepare for incoming support.
Your short stream is the regular amount of time for most streamers. Most streamers don't live off their income of streams. And they're also smart enough to make content on the other platforms. If they'd get the ever-living frick off extraction. Nope.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Go hug bed, anime fish lady. You're gonna make me sad and feel hurt if you don't get good rest. Stop it! You can't use the cheat code every time! That's not how it works. I don't like making people sad. But then I know deep down I would also be making other people sad because they missed the stream because they couldn't hang out in the entire time. Fuck you. I do what I want. Short stream means it's either the regular amount of time for most streamers. Reminds you of the time you thought it was 7 a.m. when it was actually 7 p.m. Went to walk to the school bus on a Saturday. I did that. I did that because I took a nap and I thought I was literally asleep until the next morning and I wasn't, and it was still nighttime, and I freaked out because I thought I was going to be late for school because I saw that it was like 7 something on the clock, and I packed my school bag and threw it out and walked into the kitchen. I went, wait a minute. I just took a long nap.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow tunnel operative raids the ship for supplies.
True, but there's a thing called rewind.
Trigger the alarm.
Be more specific, Hypergrade. People can never go more than 2 minutes half the time. Joke's on you. I'm always sad. But you're making people who are already here sad. We don't want to see you suffer while you sleep. While you want to sleep. Knock yours is C. I don't like this. I don't like people being able to pinpoint the fallacies in my logic and use it against me. Hey, you know what? What? If you don't get enough rest. Uh-oh. I don't have anything to do in the morning tomorrow, and it's not even that late yet. I've been stopping at good hours, like, all week. Just one night I went late, but that was a charity night, so that shouldn't even count. We got the one good one this last time. General insignia. Nice.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Over here.
Dude, it's in the freaking water? That's not even fair.
Bypass activated. Our operative is working double time.
I'm concerned that Malchior's coming up with a really long descriptive message because he said, hey, you know what? If you don't get enough rest, and then hasn't said anything since then, and I'm kind of panicking a little on the inside. Definitely did the same thing. Came home from school, took a nap, woke up at 7 p.m. thinking it was the next morning. kept questioning why you were smelling fried chicken when it dawned on you it was 7 p.m. Next stream will suffer too, and you'll push through that, and then the next one that will be affected, and so on until you crash, and then everyone's sad because you have to take 2 or 3 days off, and we miss you. Better to get a little bit each night of good quality than half-conscious struggle bus for a week until brain stutters out. That's some sound logic. Remember the days up until TunnelCon? Yup.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Logic, bitch. Now go to sleep. I'm in the middle of a mission. What am I supposed to do? Don't make us go through Kira withdrawal again.
A bypass. Use that at a console to help our operative.
Look, a bypass. That means the mission's done even faster now.
A bypass has lowered security barriers, slowing our operative. Bypass utilized. That will speed things up.
Like or cry. Shit, I lost the kid. Oh, I found the kid. We would literally be paying. Want to make a bunch of money from us? Start a reverse stream. Declare that you're going to do a subathon, and every sub donation takes away time. We literally start paying you to go to bed. So we were joking about that the other day. I was joking about that the other day, saying that people could do that where some people could add time to the timer, and then other people could pay to take time off the timer. Or like a certain number of subs would force me to pause the timer, go to sleep, and then come back. But I don't, I haven't been planning to do any subathon stuff anytime soon. Technically, you guys have the ability to, like, force me to do one by doing a level 10 hype train. But I don't have plans to do one. It's a good idea, but it would be a moot because everyone here would vote to kick you to bed. Well, no. I mean, it's not necessarily the case. So maybe it could be if you do certain things, it extends the timer, but you'd have the ability to end the current day's stream early. So, like, if I'm clearly struggling at the, like, 10-hour mark or something. And how many subs to take caffeine? Caffeine right now, or just in general? Make us sad, Kiro. We want you to be happy, and sleep will make your body happy right now. I can't leave the mission for 1 more minute. There's literally 1 more syndicate mission after this. Do you guys think I can do that one too, or should I have to go to bed? How the hell do I get that one? What the friggity frag? During a subathon? That's a great question. I think somebody already picked it up.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Caffeine literally, not to be disgusting here, but caffeine just makes me shit my brains out. And or I feel tingly down my arms. So, I mean, if you really want that type of reaction out of me... The lady, she wants her tier 10 hype train. Like an 8-hour timer with a limit, but can increase or decrease the time. Take care, Leaf and Majors, and thank you very, very much for gifting all those people subs. How's the 1-hour survival run going? Funny. Go to bed after this mission. I mean, you could leave the mission right now. I hereby use my non-existent Kira go to bed redeem thing. I say this like I'm not gonna take a shower and continue with ranking up weapons while building up prime junk for ducats.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Never forget Suga. What's an excavation? Fine. You only gonna be able to get to Nightwave level 30 in time. You put it off too much and you're only like level 12 now. Okay. Saturday night, Sunday night, all of next week, let me help you boost your Nightwave, because a lot of the stuff can be done not only pretty quickly, but simultaneously.
You ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your hearts. That's all from me.
Alright, I'm gonna run the ad because it's only a minute out while I'm figuring out who to raid. Even though most people here aren't watching the ad now because they've been subbed. Questions related to the endgame economy. I have a distraction question, so distracting me from going to bed. No, thank you, Ninja, for hanging out as long as you have. Much appreciated. Okay, one more better. Festival tonight. Have a day free flank or meet. I have a distraction question. So regarding the animal game, because the idea is constant rescuing and raising, I built a multiplayer connection element to allow players to visit other players' sanctuaries and buy animals off other players they have marked as available for sale. So your excess you can sell that you're not using for expedition or using as quest completion items. Should I let it be entirely player driven, or should there be NPC vendor that sets basic rates for base animals? That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like entirely player driven creates chaos. But I also like the idea of like a barter system being the player driven portion. I also have such a distraction. Pal World. If this live stream gets 200 likes, I'll do a Pal World stream next time. Like the freaking YouTubers. If this gets 500 likes. Bye, Kira. Thanks for... Nope. Bye, Kira. Get some good sleep. Also, if you're playing Warframe tomorrow, I should be able to play from the start. I'm doing an impromptu collab for a portion of tomorrow, and then I don't know if or what afterwards. Okay, I don't see the like button. Oh, I'm aware, Marshmallow. That's who I'm rating. I just haven't clicked the button yet. Hello, Maria. You forgot. You say hi? Oh, well, hi and bye. No worries, it was just an F. Instead of building currency, allow resource trade for pets and let players negotiate trades. I think that's better than selling the animals. It gives more of like a Pokemon-esque vibe where it's like you're trading animal for animal. Or Animal Crossing does that too, where you have to like you have to trade. You Bispy, my friend. I was literally beating a pal with a stick. And I was like, be my friend! You have to beat them within an inch of their life. And then they like, okay, I'll like you. Oh, it's pretty fun, actually. I liked it back in the beginning. I just haven't given myself any time. And then, like I said, there's an impromptu collab tomorrow night. I'd like to try to get on earlier than that and then do stuff before that, but we'll see what I'm capable of tomorrow. I've just been taking it day by fucking day, because, yeah. No, the last time I played Pal World was way, way back in the beginning. Do we care that someone could just farm all the things and then trade at stupid trade values to new players to allow them to power level? Who cares? You let them do that in Warframe. Once you have enough content, then that's not a problem anymore. Also, bye! Maybe you do the like Warframe where it's like lower level people can only trade a certain amount of times per day or whatever. Bye, people! We can chat more in Discord if you want, Malkior, while I'm trying to fall asleep. Message.